What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raise.
Better Call Saul is a multi-layered, darkly comedic drama that has the potential to be as unique and intriguing as we all dared to hope. The amazing Vince Gilligan has created another masterpiece, and now we want to know, will there be a season 7? Better Call Saul is a European take on an American crime novel that makes it clear up front that it values moral reflection over mayhem and shock. It also makes sure that the most appalling aspect of any of its characters is not what they do, but the lies they tell themselves about why they did it. Saul Goodman, Walter White's hilariously immoral lawyer, first appears in Better Call Saul as Jimmy McGill, a hustler who later becomes a law clerk. Better Call Saul follows this character's development into the character we first met in Breaking Bad, a man who never encountered a standard he couldn't flout, a rule he couldn't bend, or a promise he couldn't break. Two Breaking Bad regulars make up the core of Better Call Saul: Saul himself and Michael Ementrout, a former police officer who joins a powerful Mexican cartel as a fixer, putting his life on a path that will eventually cross with Jimmy's and his most notorious potential client. The series developed its own version of Alfred Hitchcock's definition of the difference between surprise and suspense. While suspense occurs when we witness a bomb being planted under the table and then watch two people who are unaware of the bomb enjoying a wonderful lunch, surprise occurs when two characters are eating lunch at a cafe and a bomb goes off suddenly. Saul's explosion marked the moral and ethical turning points in the characters' journeys, in contrast to the pyromaniac inclinations of the main character in Breaking Bad. Jimmy brings up the concept of a time machine as a thought experiment several times in Saul Gone, with Mike during their terrible journey through the desert, with Walt during their stay in a vacuum cleaner repair shop, and with Chuck when he is bringing him his supplies. The idea of a time machine leads to some fascinating admissions about all of these individuals, such as Mike wanted to go back to the day he accepted his first bribe, or Walt explaining how things may have turned out differently if he had not given Elliot and Gretchen control of his business. Since the entire thought experiment is about regret, Walt, as a scientist, considers this ridiculous idea of a time machine unacceptable. The issue with regret is that it isn't anything resembling a time machine. A time machine can change the past or send someone so far into the future that it does not affect the present. Regret cannot undo what has already been done, but it also has some meaning. Because of the horrific things Jimmy has done, he deserved to be in prison, and the fact that he realizes this shows a devotion to justice that isn't Saul Goodman's cup of tea. Just as Chuck would have wanted, he turned around and changed his path.
You're in shock. You stay here and breathe.
Fans of the Breaking Bad world have been left wondering whether there will be a Better Call Saul Season 7, or perhaps even another spin-off series following the finale episode Saul Gone. No one of our sources have confirmed the arrival of Better Call Saul Season 7, therefore we still don't know when it will be released. The last season hasn't received an official announcement, but if we relate it to the Breaking Bad plot, good news guys, there is a chance that there will be a future season. There are rumors that Season 7 expected release date is 20th March 2023, but those are only rumors for now. Breaking Bad creator and Better Call Saul co-creator Vince Gilligan spoke about potentially revisiting their universe for another spin-off, telling Rolling Stone that he is leaving the door open for future projects. However, AMC president of entertainment Dan McDermott stated to Variety that the network would undoubtedly adore Vince Gilligan and the co-creators of Better Call Saul, Peter Gould, to return to this universe for additional shows. He said, "I can tell you that if I could do anything to encourage Vince and Peter to continue on in this universe, I would do that." With Jimmy McGill finally giving up the Saul Goodman persona and taking responsibility for his crimes, Better Call Saul successfully brought Jimmy McGill's story to a conclusion. Fans have suggested that a Kim Wexler spin-off would be successful because her future is still uncertain following the season finale, but Better Call Saul already covered a big part of her story. There aren't many characters besides Kim Kim, who could be the focus of a spin-off series. Mike might be a possibility, though it would probably require casting a new actor to portray the character's younger days, an idea that most fans would likely reject given actor Jonathan Banks' incredible portrayal of the character. Otherwise, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul have already covered many significant parts of the backstories of the majority of the characters, leaving a few questions unanswered. But in the future, Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould might have a completely original concept that takes place in the same universe but doesn't center on any of the main characters from Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad. The majority of the characters should return if Better Call Saul happens, but there are a number of new recurring and supporting characters that we might meet in the upcoming season. If a spin-off is ever created, don't expect Aaron Paul to reprise his role as Jesse after the Better Call Saul finale. After the emotional farewell he gave after the final episode of Better Call Saul, Bob Odenkirk probably wouldn't play the same part again either. Where else could Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould take the story even if Better Call Saul Season 7 occurred? Jimmy McGill's prequel timeline finally catches up to Breaking Bad in Season 6, implying that Better Call Saul Season 7, if happens, will essentially be a repeat of the original series. That void has been filled by enough flashbacks of Jimmy's early years as a lawyer, and the Better Call Saul series finale provides a definitive answer regarding what will happen to Bob Odenkirk's character in the future. There aren't any more stories to be told about Jimmy McGill no matter what you look for in his past, present, or future. Even Better Call Saul began as a spin-off. The fact that Saul's tale feels finished means that somebody might possibly carry the Breaking Bad brand on a different path. Better Call Saul Season 6, Episode 12 throws a wrench in the plans by sending Jimmy and Kim on two very distinct emotional twisters. There are tears, confessions, narrow escapes, and surprising betrayals. And although no one expected Better Call Saul's finale to be a cakewalk for Jimmy McGill and Kim Wexler, the spin-off's final chapter has placed serious doubt on whether a happy ending is even imaginable. Jimmy and Kim's chemistry following their separation is finally revealed in Waterworks from Better Call Saul, and it's worse than expected. It's obvious that there is still love between them, and Kim isn't exactly living the Florida dream. But Better Call Saul Season 6, Episode 12 shows how disgusted she is with her ex-husband. Kim didn't lose love for Jimmy at the time of the separation. Rather, she simply realized that the two of them together were a destructive force that caused harm to others. However, when Saul Goodman appears in his full glory during the divorce signing, Kim is astounded by his cold attitude, tacky office, and plain cruelty. As a result, Kim eventually confesses to a young Jesse that the man she married no longer exists. After losing Walt and Jesse, Saul Goodman's assistant Francesca previously indicated that the DEA is desperate to find him. Escape won't be as easy as it used to be, either because the DEA is solely focused on Saul, and he's in an unfamiliar city without the criminal network he bragged about in Albuquerque. Even if Saul manages to escape justice once more, what happens then? A new town with a new name, but the same old Jimmy McGill becoming greedy till he's caught? On a related note, would you like to see another season, or is it enough? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.